What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the story behind my tattoo. I recently made a video where I was wearing a tank like I am now, and a bunch of people commented and were like, is that a tattoo? Or like, why do you get that tattoo? Or what's the story behind it? So I decided that I would make a video on why I got my tattoo. It does have a lot of meaning behind it, and there's a story behind it, and it's not just because I wanted a tattoo, right? A lot of people just like get tattoos because they're like, oh, a tattoo, that's sick. Mine, I did want a tattoo, but I decided to go with something that was really meaningful. And basically, it is just a wolf with some tribal stuff. I'll put a picture on screen, and then I'll also just show you guys it right now. If you guys can see, it's definitely faded a lot, which I have to go into for a second appointment and get it darkened. But yeah, so I'm going to be telling you guys the story behind my tattoo. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. And here we go. Alright, so basically, it really started about like probably 5 or 6 years ago. And this is going to get like a little intense, guys. So if you're not like one to like intense stories or deep stories, then this might not be the video for you. But basically, it started about 5 or 6 years ago when I was in probably 7th or 8th grade. I'm not really sure. It didn't like start like one day and then move on. It's kind of a progressive thing where I started feeling like really sad and really upset with myself. I didn't like who I was, and I didn't have a lot of friends. Like all my friends that I'd been friends with for my whole life were like they were kind of fading away from me, which I am friends with them all now, so it's like it's a much better situation, but I'm getting ahead of the story. So basically, yeah, I started going through a really hard time. I started not liking myself as much, which I know that sounds like pretty bad, and honestly it was pretty bad. Like it was just basically, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just a bad time for my life. I'm not going to go way in detail. I can do that in another video. But yeah, basically the sum of it is for like the last 5 or 6 years, I went through a very struggling time or very hard time in my life where I just wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy really with anything. And I was just going through a tough time. And this was all during EminentLeague. Like this was all while I was making YouTube videos. And you guys can even go back and check my older videos. And I'm like, I'm so upset. Like not upset, but I'm so like monotone. I'm just like, what's up, guys? It's Jeff, aka EminentLeague here. Bring you guys another video. No, you know what I mean. Like I was just really upset, and you guys can tell even in my older videos. So yeah, it's basically just something that happened to me for a while, and I was going through a very, very tough time in school. I wasn't getting good grades. I didn't have like a girlfriend or anything. I just didn't have a lot of friends, and I was just not happy with my life and myself. And so, move on about till the end of my senior year, I started doing a lot better. I started being more proactive. I started learning more about what was happening to me and why I was feeling this way. And I started like taking classes on like not feeling better, but taking classes on like learning more about yourself and like how to improve your life. Dude, I keep like losing my balance. I don't know why. But so I'm not used to making videos like standing up like this. But so yeah, I started learning more about myself, who I was, and started learning how to fix how I felt, because in my mind, and I truly believe that whatever situation you are in, you can always control how you feel. Maybe you can't control the situation you're in. You can't control whether your dog dies, or if your parents pass away, or if you get in a car accident. You can't control a lot of things, but you can always control how you react to those things, and you always have to be proactive rather than react to everything that happens to you, because you can't just be reacting like, oh, you get in a car crash, like, oh, crap, all right, whatever. You have to, like, I mean, that's a bad example, but let's say your parents pass away. Then you can't be like, oh, this sucks, I hate life, life sucks, my parents passed away, whatever. You have to be like, you know what, you have to look at it from a bright side. Maybe not even that, but just have to be proactive and be like, you know what, my parents did pass away, but I'm always going to remember them. It's maybe not the best thing, but it's not something that's going to weigh me down. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's just like, you always have to be like, try to react in a better way than just letting it affect you so much. Maybe not affect you, but you guys get what I'm saying. You can't always let it tear you down. You can't let it tear you apart. You always have to be proactive and stuff like that. So basically, yeah, I started to learn that. I started to learn more about myself and how to improve my life. And from there, I decided, like, you know, I told you how I had a bad time in high school. So then I decided to go on a trip of mine. I decided to go on this trip across the United States from LA to New York. And you guys know about that. I made a video on it. This was like 6 or 7 months ago. I decided to go on this trip just to free myself. Like, whoa, that was a really fast car I just heard. Anyways, I decided to go on this trip to kind of free myself and get away from everything, just explore, have an adventure, and try to boost myself up back to where I was when I was a kid, like with complete happiness, stuff like that, or like before this all started affecting me, just like with full happiness, a full life, a happy person, and stuff like that. So I went on this trip, and I just had an amazing time. I was traveling, I was hiking, I was meeting new people and stuff, and I was just doing great. And I was thinking, and I was like I had wanted a tattoo before this to represent something like that, but I was like, you know what, I'm on this trip, I'm in such a good place in my life right now, I've learned so much about myself, I'm ready, and that's the key part, is that I'm ready to move on in my life and be strong and keep moving forward in my life. And that is why I decided to get the wolf because the wolf's face was really important to me. The wolf's face, I wanted to look like it was like focused, like ready, and I was gonna also get a scar on the wolf's like eye or like face somewhere, but I decided not to. But basically the scar would have represented all the stuff that I had been through, like all the hardships that I've gone through and all the things that really affected me negatively. But then that would be like the scar, like, yeah, there's the scar, but now look at the wolf. It's ready to move forward. It's ready to move on with its life and conquer whatever it faces or whatever obstacles it goes through. And that's why I decided to go with the wolf. I've always also felt attached to wolves. I've thought they were like an amazing animal, and so I was like, you know what, I should get a wolf, but I want the face to be like focused, like ready. I can't do the same face as a wolf, obviously, but I want it to be like looking like ready to move forward in its life. And then I just got the tribal stuff, just because you can't really get like a wolf head on your chest, and I just wanted it to look like cool. The tribal is more for like show, not for show, but it's just more to like make it blend into my chest. As you guys can see, like it's the tribal stuff. And then the wolf's right there, and you can't really see in this lighting, but so yeah, that's why I got it. I just wanted something to represent that I've been through stuff, but now I was ready to conquer whatever I was gonna go through. And yeah, it's not like some huge, insane, like deep meaning, but it definitely does have meaning to me. You guys might not understand it as well as I do, but it definitely means a lot to me personally, and that is why I got it. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. Oh, I'm in my family room, by the way, just because no one is home, and I can make a video wherever I want, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like, and I will see you guys later. Peace.